against the Tigers and personal foul against the Tornadoes. So they're going to redo the kickoff. Let's see what's going here with the latency on the field. And the ball keeps falling off the tee, so Garcia can kick it off. And just a score update. And in Taylorsville, Tartars lead the Collins Tigers 28-0 with 8:38 left in the first half. And wow, nice kick by Jason Garcia, who kicked it out of the end zone. So wow. So the Tigers kick it off with a little over 5 minutes left in the first half. So the Tornadoes are going to start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Same formation all night. Quarterback takes the snap, hands it to his running back. Hughes creased up the middle. And Kai Braddock is going to come up from his safety position and make the tackle. Running back's going to bring the ball out to the 31-yard line. Is having a hard time believing that defensive line formation is working for the Tigers here tonight, as the Purvis offensive line is just splitting that defensive line. They've pretty much been in the same offensive formation all night with no defensive adjustments. So quarterback hands off to his running back. And he's going to be met as soon as the cornerback gets the handoff, met by Ethan Moss, the senior offensive lineman. So Ethan Moss getting extensive action here tonight. Hasn't played much due to a slight injury, but he's back and he's making his presence felt on the defensive line. Offense lines up, man in motion. Fakes the swing out to the running back, but had an opportunity for the sack, but just can't get it. As Caleb Waiters, the senior defensive lineman, had an opportunity to drop the quarterback for a sack deep in the backfield, but just couldn't keep his hands on him. The quarterback flushed out of the pocket, tried to get it to his receiver, but the receiver just couldn't get a hand on it, so it's going to bring up 3rd down. Going to be 9 yards to go for the Tornadoes. Let's see if the Tigers can come up with a stop here. Once band in motion for the Tornadoes. The quarterback's going to call a timeout. And I guess he thought the motion was going to draw one of the Tigers offside, but it didn't work. So they called a timeout with 4:10 left in the first half. The Purvis Tornadoes are leading 14-7. And once again, huge thank you to our sponsors, Southeastern Baptist College in Laurel and Flicker's Tax Service, for fueling tonight's broadcast. Brought to you by Scenic Productions, LLC. I'm Kinsley Keys, the voice of the Northeast Jones Tigers. So, close ball game here tonight. The Tigers came out struggling offensively and defensively. But they were able to get on the board with the score by Ty Hosey, who ran a fumble recovery back for a touchdown. The point after by Jason Garcia. And both teams are back on the field. And the same formation, except they move two flankers to the left of the quarterback. Quarterback's going to roll out right, has a defender on the pursuit, lets it go over the middle, and looks like it's picked off by Mason Smith. We're going to see if the officials are going to give it to him. And it looks like they are. Wow, great job by Mason Smith, who's stepping in on defense, who literally snatched the ball out of the receiver's hand to get the interception right about the 45-yard line. So it looks like that's where the Tigers are going to take over. 1st and 10, and 4 minutes left in the first half. They're trailing by a touchdown. They're going to come out with a 3-receiver set. 2 to the left of Mason, 1 to the right. Going to send tight end in motion. Christian Lowry going to hand it off to Ducksworth, who jumped over a lineman and took a shot right as he landed. Going to get it close to about the 40-yard line. They're going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Tigers. They're going to try to travel about 40 yards for the score before the end of the first half. Come out in the same formation. Smith with the snap, hands off to Ducksworth. Ducksworth almost found the crease, but it's going to be brought down about the 35-yard line. Same formation, and time is winding down almost at the 3-minute mark. Smith with the snap, gets it off to Ducksworth. Once again, he's trying to find the crease, trying to drag a defender. It's going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line.
First down.
It's going to be enough for a first down. The Tigers with plenty of time to tie this ball game up before halftime. In the same formation, the Tigers. Smith communicating with his offensive line. Ducksworth is going to switch sides. Smith with the snap, going to get it off to Ducksworth. Ducksworth, the loose defender, is going to get it out like the 20-yard line. Ball's going to be a 20-yard line. Going to be 2nd down for the Tigers. Same formation, 3 yards to go. Smith with the handoff. He's going to take the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. Nathan Smith's going to be brought down the 20-yard line. So a minute and 50 here for the Tigers to get on the board and tie this ball game up before the end of the first half. They're continuing to work the same formation, 3 receivers. 2 lined up on the left of the line, 1 on the right of the line. Going to send Christian Lowry in motion. Smith with the snap. Going to get off to Ducksworth, who's trying to find the crease. He closed up. He's going to be brought down at about the 16-yard line. But it's going to be enough for a first down for the Tigers. Well, a minute 20 left in the first half. The Tigers are threatening. Same formation. Smith awaits the snap. Gets the snap, looking left. Looking. Going to roll out the side to keep it himself. Met by a tackler. It's going to be pushed back. So a little hesitation on Smith's part. Didn't know whether to pass it or run it. Should have just tuck it and run it. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers with just under a minute left here in the first half. Going to be a quick timeout. So the game has gotten better as the game has gone along. As the Tornadoes were running away with the ball game, but a few impressive defensive performances by the Tigers, they finally got on the board, and they're threatening to tie this ball game up with 54 seconds left in the first half. So we're going to see if the Tigers can get it in the end zone.
Second down, 14 for the Tigers.
He's 2nd and 14 for the Tigers. Offense lines up, same formation. Smith with the snap, hands it off to Ducksworth. Ducksworth trying to find the crease. He's met by two tacklers. He's not going to get far. Pickup of maybe a yard as time winds down, approaching 35 seconds left in the first half. It'll be 3rd and 12. The Tigers are trying to tie this ball game up before the end of the half. Smith awaits the snap, rolls out to his right, trying to find the receiver. He finds Lowry. That's going to fall incomplete. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 12. So they're going to send on the field goal unit. So the Tigers get so close and threatening deep in Tornado territory, but just can't get it in for the touchdown to tie the game up. So they're going to send on Jason Garcia to get it a little bit closer with the field goal. Kick is up, and it's going to be good. So there's 14 seconds left in the first half. The Purvis Tornadoes 14, Northeast Jones Tigers 10. And after the successful field goal, we're going to step away for a moment to hear a word from our sponsors.
This presentation is brought to you by the following. Flicka's Tax Service. With tax season just around the corner, visit Flicka's Tax Service in Taylorsville, Mississippi, providing expert knowledge on all returns from 1040EZs to corporations as well as payroll. Flicka's Tax Service. Call 601-785-6900.
And welcome back to the broadcast as Jason Garcia, after the successful field goal, says to kick it off to Purvis, and it's fielded after a short kick at about the 35-yard line. And that's where the Tornadoes are going to start, 1st and 10 with 5 seconds left in the first half. So we're going to see what the Tornadoes do. If they choose to down it or if they choose to go for the score. A quick timeout called by the Tornadoes. And the teams prepare to retake the field.